Chapter 1, The Curiosity Awakens. My name is Luke, and I lived in a quiet village where life seemed ordinary, yet my heart was filled with an insatiable curiosity. I yearned to understand the truth and beliefs that shaped the lives of people around the world. From a young age, I found myself drawn to the teachings of various religions, seeking to unravel the mysteries of their faiths. As I grew older, my hunger for knowledge only intensified. I spent hours with priests, rabbis, imams, and scholars, engaging in conversations about their respective faiths. I wanted to know what made each religion unique and what brought people solace in times of joy and despair. It was during one of these conversations that I came across a book that would change the course of my life forever, the Bible. This ancient text, revered by millions, captivated my attention. A collection of 66 books, written over a span of 1,500 years, it was divided into the Old Testament and the New Testament. Intrigued by its vast history and profound impact on countless lives, I began to read it diligently. The stories of creation, the trials of faith, and the prophecies of old left me spellbound. As I turned the pages, I felt like I was traveling through time, witnessing the struggles and triumphs of the people of ancient times. With every passing chapter, I felt a deep connection to the characters in the Bible. Their faith and resilience inspired me, and their doubts and fears resonated with my own. The stories of Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark, and the great journeys of Abraham filled my mind with wonder and amazement. The Old Testament painted a vivid picture of the human experience, with all its complexities and struggles. It spoke of a God who was both just and merciful, guiding humanity through times of both prosperity and adversity. But as I transitioned into the New Testament, a new figure emerged, Jesus Christ. His life, teachings, and the love he showed to all beings fascinated me. I was captivated by his parables, stories that held timeless wisdom and moral lessons. I couldn't help but feel as though I was walking alongside Jesus as he healed the sick, fed the hungry, and preached about love and forgiveness. His Sermon on the Mount, with its profound teachings on humility and compassion, struck a chord deep within my soul. My passion for understanding Christianity grew stronger with each passing day. I found myself engrossed in the trials and tribulations faced by Jesus and his disciples, their unwavering faith and dedication to spreading a message of love and hope. I was filled with questions, seeking to understand the significance of the miracles, the symbolism in the parables, and the essence of salvation. The Bible seemed to have an answer for every question that arose within me, and yet, it left me hungering for more. As I immersed myself further into the pages of this sacred book, I felt a sense of purpose awakening within me. It was as if I had been searching for something, and in the Bible, I had found a beacon of truth that illuminated my path. Little did I know that this journey of curiosity would lead me down a path of transformation and enlightenment. The passion to know about Christianity had ignited a fire within me, a fire that would burn bright as I delved deeper into the teachings and mysteries of this ancient faith. And so, my dear friend, the story of my curiosity awakening had begun, and it was just the beginning of a wondrous adventure that would forever change my life. Chapter 2, The Quest for Knowledge. With my curiosity awakened, I embarked on a passionate quest for knowledge. The Bible had ignited a flame within me, and I was determined to learn more about Christianity, its teachings, and its impact on the world. I sought out wise theologians, pastors, and scholars who could guide me on this journey. Their depth of understanding and passion for their faith was contagious, and I found myself hanging on to every word they spoke. They explained the Bible's structure and significance, the division between the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament, they told me, was a collection of sacred scriptures written before the time of Jesus. It contained stories of creation, the history of the Jewish people, and the laws and prophecies that guided their lives. As I delved into these ancient texts, I found myself transported back in time, witnessing the struggles and triumphs of humanity. The New Testament, on the other hand, was centered around the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. It chronicled his birth, ministry, crucifixion, and resurrection, as well as the formation of the early Christian church. I was captivated by the profound impact Jesus had on the lives of those he touched, and I yearned to understand the essence of his teachings. In my pursuit of knowledge, I devoured the parables of Jesus. These were powerful stories with deep moral and spiritual lessons. The parable of the Good Samaritan taught me the value of compassion and kindness, regardless of our differences. The parable of the prodigal son revealed the boundless nature of forgiveness and the joy of redemption. Each parable was a window into the human soul, offering timeless wisdom that transcended time and culture. As I continued my quest, I encountered stories of faith and devotion that left an indelible mark on my heart. The faith of Abraham, who trusted God's promise despite his old age, inspired me to trust in divine guidance even when life seemed uncertain. The courage of David, who faced the giant Goliath with a simple sling and unwavering faith in God, taught me the power of belief in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Through my studies, I began to see the common thread of love and compassion that ran through the teachings of Jesus and the stories of the Old Testament. It was a message of hope and redemption, urging humanity to rise above their flaws and unite in love and understanding. As I delved deeper into the Bible, I encountered moments of doubt and confusion. Some passages seemed paradoxical, and I grappled with the complexities of interpreting ancient texts. But with every question, I found answers that resonated with my soul. The Bible didn't just offer intellectual knowledge, it provided solace and comfort in times of uncertainty. In my quest, I met fellow seekers who shared my passion for understanding Christianity. We engaged in profound discussions, debating interpretations, and seeking to expand our understanding of faith. The camaraderie we shared on this journey made the pursuit of knowledge all the more rewarding. Day by day, I felt a transformation taking place within me. The knowledge I gained from the Bible was not merely an accumulation of facts, it was a spiritual awakening. I realized that my curiosity had led me to a path of self-discovery and connection with something greater than myself. And so, my dear friend, my quest for knowledge continued. The more I learned, the more I hungered for understanding. Each chapter of the Bible brought me closer to the heart of Christianity, and I knew that this journey was far from over. The Bible had become more than just a book, it was a guiding light, illuminating my path and leading me to a deeper understanding of life, love, and faith. Chapter 3: The Unwavering Faith. As I delved deeper into the pages of the Bible, I was struck by the unwavering faith displayed by its characters throughout history. From the earliest accounts in the Old Testament to the life of Jesus Christ in the New Testament, stories of faith and devotion filled my heart with inspiration and awe. The faith of Abraham stood out to me as a powerful testament to trust in the divine. Despite his old age and the seemingly impossible promise of descendants as numerous as the stars, he believed in God's word. His unwavering faith led him to embark on a journey into the unknown, and he became the father of many nations. Moses' faith in leading the Israelites out of Egypt showcased immense courage and resilience. Despite facing numerous obstacles, he believed in God's guidance and protection, leading his people to freedom through the parted waters of the Red Sea. The journey of the Israelites, as they wandered through the wilderness, further revealed the complexities of faith. Despite witnessing miraculous events, they sometimes wavered in their trust, yet God remained patient and steadfast in his love for them. In the New Testament, the faith of Jesus' disciples left a profound impact on me. These ordinary men were called to follow an extraordinary teacher, and they did so without hesitation. Their dedication to spreading the message of love and salvation, even in the face of persecution, was a testament to the transformative power of faith. The story of the Canaanite woman, who persisted in her plea for Jesus to heal her daughter, demonstrated the strength of unwavering faith. Despite being initially rejected, her persistence and unwavering belief in Jesus' compassion moved him to grant her request. The centurion's faith also left a lasting impression on me. He believed in Jesus' authority and power to heal his servant, recognizing that a mere word from the Savior could bring about miraculous healing. The story of the woman with the issue of blood, who reached out to touch the hem of Jesus' garment, showcased the power of faith in seeking healing. Her unwavering belief that even a touch could bring about restoration led to a miraculous healing that left Jesus marveling at her faith. These stories of faith resonated deeply within me. They spoke of a trust in something beyond the visible and a belief in the goodness and mercy of a higher power. They reminded me that faith wasn't just about believing in miracles but also about finding strength and hope in the midst of challenges. As I explored these tales of unwavering faith, I couldn't help but reflect on my own beliefs. The journey of understanding Christianity had not only enriched my knowledge but had also kindled a flame of faith within me. I found myself drawn to the idea of a higher purpose, a guiding force that wove the threads of existence together. In moments of doubt and uncertainty, I turned to the Bible for comfort and reassurance. The stories of faith I encountered became a source of encouragement, reminding me that even in the darkest of times, there was a glimmer of hope shining through. The unwavering faith of those who came before me inspired me to face life's challenges with courage and resilience. It taught me that faith wasn't about having all the answers but about trusting in a divine plan and leaning on a power greater than myself. And so, my dear friend, as I recount these stories of unwavering faith, I invite you to explore your own beliefs and discover the strength that lies within you. May these tales of trust and devotion ignite a spark of faith in your heart and guide you on your own transformative journey of discovery and understanding. Chapter 4: The Parables of Hope. In my quest to understand Christianity, I found myself drawn to the parables of Jesus, powerful stories that held profound moral and spiritual lessons. These parables were like beacons of hope, guiding me through the complexities of life and illuminating the path to a deeper understanding of faith. One of the first parables that captured my heart was the story of the Good Samaritan. In this tale, a man is attacked by robbers and left wounded on the side of the road. As he lay in distress, a priest and a Levite pass by without offering help. It is a Samaritan, a member of a group despised by the Jews, who stops to assist the injured man. The parable taught me the importance of showing compassion and kindness to all, regardless of our differences. It revealed the profound truth that true neighbors are those who show love and mercy to one another. The parable of the prodigal son also left a deep impression on my soul. It spoke of a young man who squandered his inheritance in reckless living, only to find himself in a state of desperation. When he returned home, expecting to be met with anger and disappointment, his father welcomed him with open arms, rejoicing in his return. This story spoke of the boundless nature of forgiveness and the joy of redemption. It taught me that no matter how far we may stray, the door to grace and love is always open. The parable of the lost sheep touched my heart deeply. In this story, a shepherd leaves his flock of 99 sheep to search for one that had wandered off. The parable highlighted the incredible value placed on each individual and the lengths to which God would go to seek and save the lost. It taught me that I, too, am of immeasurable worth and that no matter how lost I may feel, there is a loving presence always guiding me home. The parable of the mustard seed revealed the power of faith and the potential for growth within us. Like a tiny mustard seed that grows into a large tree, our faith, no matter how small, can flourish and impact the world around us. It reminded me that even the smallest acts of kindness and love can have a profound ripple effect, transforming lives in ways we may never fully comprehend. As I continued to explore the parables, I felt as if I were walking alongside Jesus, witnessing these timeless stories unfold before my very eyes. Each parable was like a precious gem, with layers of wisdom waiting to be discovered. The beauty of the parables was in their simplicity and universality. They transcended time and culture, touching the hearts of people across generations. These stories of hope, redemption, and grace resonated with my own life experiences and provided a guiding light during times of doubt and darkness. Through the parables, I found hope in the midst of uncertainty and comfort in times of sorrow. They encouraged me to live with compassion, forgiveness, and love, virtues that could transform not only my life but also the lives of those around me. As I shared the parables with others, I witnessed the power of these stories to touch hearts and inspire change. The parables of hope became a source of encouragement for those facing challenges, a beacon of light for those seeking guidance, and a reminder of the infinite love that surrounds us all. And so, my dear friend, as I share these parables of hope with you, I hope they resonate with your own journey. May they remind you that you are never alone, that you are cherished beyond measure, and that the seeds of faith and love within you have the power to grow and transform the world around you. May these parables be a source of hope and inspiration as you continue to explore the profound teachings of Christianity and seek truth and understanding in your own life. Chapter 5: The Trials and Triumphs. As I delved deeper into the teachings of Christianity, I discovered that every journey of faith was marked by trials and triumphs. The Bible was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and it showcased the struggles and triumphs of individuals who faced adversity with unwavering faith. One of the most profound trials in the Old Testament was the story of Job. A man of great faith and prosperity, Job suddenly found himself beset with unimaginable suffering and loss. He lost his wealth, his family, and his health, yet he refused to curse God or abandon his faith. Job's story reminded me that even in the darkest of times, faith could be a guiding light, leading us through the storm. The journey of the Israelites through the wilderness was another tale of trials and triumphs. Despite God's miraculous deliverance from Egypt, the Israelites faced many challenges as they wandered in the desert. They grappled with hunger, thirst, and doubts about their purpose. Yet, time and again, God provided for them and led them to victory, teaching them the importance of trust and perseverance. In the New Testament, the trials faced by Jesus were particularly poignant. From the temptation in the wilderness to the agony of the cross, Jesus exemplified unwavering faith in the face of adversity. His journey taught me that even in moments of doubt and suffering, there was strength to be found in surrendering to a higher purpose. The trials of Jesus' disciples were also significant. They faced persecution, rejection, and even betrayal, yet they remained steadfast in their commitment to spreading the message of love and salvation. The story of Peter, who denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crowed, only to find forgiveness and restoration, revealed the transformative power of grace and redemption. In my own journey of faith, I encountered trials as well. There were moments of doubt, confusion, and fear. At times, it felt like I was wandering in the wilderness, unsure of the path ahead. But just like the characters in the Bible, I learned to trust in a higher plan and find strength in my faith. The Bible's stories of triumph were equally inspiring. From the victories of David against Goliath to the resurrection of Jesus, these tales taught me that the divine presence was always at work, guiding us towards ultimate triumph over darkness and despair. The triumph of the human spirit was evident in the stories of people who found hope in the midst of despair. The woman with the issue of blood, who reached out to touch the hem of Jesus' garment, found healing and restoration. The Samaritan woman at the well, who encountered Jesus and received living water, discovered a new purpose and identity. As I reflected on these trials and triumphs, I realized that they were not isolated incidents but universal experiences. They were stories of humanity, illustrating the depth of our emotions and the resilience of our souls. In my journey of faith, I learned to embrace both the trials and the triumphs, for they were integral to my growth and transformation. They taught me to lean on my faith during times of difficulty and to celebrate with gratitude during moments of joy. And so, my dear friend, as I recount these tales of trials and triumphs, I invite you to embrace your own journey of faith with courage and hope. Just as the characters in the Bible faced challenges and found victory, may you too find strength in your faith and discover the transformative power of belief. Remember that even in the darkest of times, there is a glimmer of hope, and with faith as your guiding light, you can overcome any trial and celebrate every triumph that life brings your way. Chapter 6: The Sermon on the Mount. One of the most profound moments in my exploration of Christianity came when I encountered the Sermon on the Mount. It was a powerful discourse delivered by Jesus, and its teachings would leave an indelible mark on my heart and soul. The Sermon on the Mount took place on a mountainside, where a multitude of people gathered to hear Jesus speak. As he began to share his teachings, I felt a sense of awe and reverence, as if I was in the presence of a great spiritual teacher. In this sermon, Jesus shared profound wisdom and insights that went beyond religious dogma and reached the depths of human consciousness. His words were not just for a select few, they were meant for all people, regardless of their backgrounds or beliefs. "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven," Jesus said, and I felt a pang of recognition. It was a reminder that true wealth was not measured by material possessions, but by the richness of the soul. "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted," he continued. These words spoke to the human experience of grief and loss, offering a promise of solace and healing. As Jesus spoke about meekness, mercy, and purity of heart, I began to see a blueprint for living a meaningful and purposeful life. It was a call to embrace humility and to treat others with compassion and understanding. Then came the challenging teaching of turning the other cheek and loving our enemies. It was a radical concept that called for a revolution of the heart. Jesus' words challenged me to let go of anger and resentment and to respond with love and forgiveness, even in the face of adversity. The Sermon on the Mount also addressed prayer and fasting, encouraging a sincere and private connection with God, rather than seeking recognition from others. It was a call to authenticity in our spiritual practices and a reminder that God sees the intentions of our hearts. Throughout the sermon, Jesus spoke of the transformative power of love. He urged us to love not just those who loved us in return but also our enemies and those who treated us unkindly. It was a call to break down barriers and to see the divine spark in every human being. As I listened to the Sermon on the Mount, I felt a sense of conviction and a longing to embody these teachings in my own life. It wasn't just about acquiring knowledge, it was about living out the principles of love and compassion in every interaction. The Sermon on the Mount was not a set of rules to follow blindly, it was a guide to living a life aligned with the divine. It was an invitation to seek inner transformation, to cultivate a heart of love, and to become a living example of the teachings. Jesus' words in the Sermon on the Mount were not only revolutionary in his time but remain relevant and powerful to this day. They transcended the boundaries of culture and time, speaking directly to the human soul. As I reflect on the Sermon on the Mount, I am reminded of the responsibility I have as a seeker of truth and understanding. It is not enough to read the words, I must live them and allow them to shape my character and actions. And so, my dear friend, as I share the wisdom of the Sermon on the Mount with you, I invite you to open your heart to its transformative power. May you find inspiration in its teachings, and may they guide you on your own journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. May you embody the principles of love, compassion, and forgiveness, and may your life be a living testimony to the transformative power of faith in action. Chapter 7: The Transformative Encounter. In the course of my exploration of Christianity, I had many encounters that left a lasting impact on my heart and soul. But one particular encounter stands out as a moment of profound transformation, the day I met a group of kind-hearted Christians who welcomed me into their community with open arms. As I continued my quest for understanding, I found myself drawn to attend a church service one Sunday morning. Nervous and unsure of what to expect, I entered the church with an open mind and a heart filled with curiosity. To my surprise, I was greeted warmly by smiling faces as soon as I stepped through the door. The members of the congregation were genuinely friendly and welcoming, making me feel at ease in their midst. As the service began, I was swept up in the spirit of worship. The hymns and prayers seemed to carry a sense of peace and unity, connecting everyone present in a shared experience of reverence and devotion. But it was during the sermon that something extraordinary happened. The pastor spoke with heartfelt sincerity, delivering a message of love, hope, and the transformative power of faith. His words resonated with me, as if they were meant specifically for my ears. After the service, I had the opportunity to engage in conversation with some of the church members. They were eager to learn about my journey and share their own experiences of faith. I found myself opening up, discussing my questions and doubts, and they listened with genuine interest and understanding. As the weeks passed, I continued to attend the church, drawn by the sense of belonging and the camaraderie I found there. I joined in small group discussions and Bible studies, and each encounter deepened my understanding of Christianity and strengthened my faith. Through these interactions, I witnessed the transformative power of community. The kindness, compassion, and support I received from my newfound friends was a testament to the love that Christianity espoused. In their presence, I felt accepted and loved for who I was, flaws and all. I learned that Christianity was not about being perfect, but about embracing our imperfections and seeking growth and transformation through our faith. Through the transformative encounter with this community, I also discovered the beauty of service and giving back. The church members were actively involved in helping those in need, reaching out to the marginalized, and making a positive impact on their local community. As I immersed myself in this loving and compassionate environment, I felt a profound shift within myself. The doubts and uncertainties that had plagued me before were replaced with a deep sense of peace and purpose. I realized that my quest for understanding had evolved into a journey of the heart. My transformative encounter with this Christian community had brought me closer to the core of Christianity, the essence of love, compassion, and faith. I had witnessed the living embodiment of the teachings I had read about in the Bible. In their company, I saw the power of forgiveness, the strength of unwavering faith, and the joy of serving others selflessly. Their lives were a reflection of the transformative power of embracing the teachings of Jesus Christ and living them out in daily life. And so, my dear friend, as I recount this transformative encounter, I invite you to consider the power of community and the impact it can have on our lives. May you find a sense of belonging and love in your own journey of exploration and faith. May you encounter those whose lives are a testament to the transformative power of living out the principles of Christianity. And may you, too, be inspired to embody the teachings of love, compassion, and service in your own life, becoming a living testament to the transformative power of faith. Chapter 8: The Power of Forgiveness. In my journey of exploring Christianity, one of the most profound and transformative lessons I encountered was the power of forgiveness. The concept of forgiveness lies at the heart of Christianity, and I discovered that it held the key to inner healing and freedom. As I delved into the teachings of Jesus, I found numerous references to forgiveness. He spoke of the need to forgive others as God forgives us. He emphasized that forgiveness was not just an act of mercy but also a path to our own liberation. The parable of the unforgiving servant left a deep impact on me. In this story, a servant is forgiven an enormous debt by his master, but he refuses to show the same mercy to a fellow servant who owes him a much smaller amount. The master, upon hearing of this lack of compassion, revokes his forgiveness, and the servant is left to bear the full weight of his debt. The parable revealed the consequence of holding on to grudges and the importance of extending forgiveness to others. Forgiveness, I learned, was not about excusing or condoning hurtful actions. It was about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger, resentment, and bitterness. It was a conscious choice to let go of the pain and choose compassion instead. As I reflected on forgiveness, I realized that it was a gift I gave to myself. Holding on to grievances only kept me imprisoned in the past, preventing me from experiencing true joy and peace in the present. Forgiving others was not always easy. It required courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to confront the pain that lay beneath the surface. But I discovered that the rewards were immense: a sense of liberation, emotional healing, and the restoration of broken relationships. The ultimate example of forgiveness came from Jesus himself. Even as he was nailed to the cross, he prayed for the forgiveness of those who crucified him, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." His act of forgiving even in the face of unspeakable suffering was a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion. I also learned that forgiveness was not just about forgiving others, it was about forgiving ourselves as well. We often carry guilt and shame for past mistakes, but Jesus offered us the gift of grace and redemption. Through his sacrifice, we were invited to let go of self-condemnation and embrace the healing power of self-forgiveness. In my own life, I began to practice forgiveness, both towards others and myself. It was not always a linear process, and there were moments when old wounds resurfaced, but I persisted in my journey of healing and release. Through forgiveness, I experienced a profound sense of inner peace. The weight of grudges and resentment lifted, making space for love, joy, and compassion to flow freely. I also witnessed the transformative power of forgiveness in the lives of others. Broken relationships were mended, hearts were healed, and new beginnings emerged from the ashes of pain and conflict. The power of forgiveness extended beyond personal relationships. It had the potential to bring about healing and reconciliation on a broader scale, fostering understanding and unity among communities and nations. And so, my dear friend, as I share with you the profound lesson of the power of forgiveness, I invite you to consider its significance in your own life. Embrace the liberating act of forgiveness, both towards others and yourself. Allow the transformative power of love and compassion to work its magic, bringing healing, reconciliation, and a renewed sense of peace in your journey of faith. May forgiveness be the key that unlocks the door to a life of freedom, joy, and inner transformation. Chapter 9: The Journey of Grace. In my pursuit of understanding Christianity, I encountered a concept that became the heart and soul of my spiritual journey: the concept of grace. Grace, I discovered, was an unmerited gift from a loving and compassionate God, offered freely to all who sought it. The essence of grace was beautifully captured in the teachings of Jesus. He extended grace to the sinners, the outcasts, and the marginalized, welcoming them with open arms and offering them a path to redemption and renewal. The story of the woman caught in adultery exemplified the transformative power of grace. The religious leaders brought her before Jesus, seeking to stone her according to the law. But Jesus responded with grace, challenging them to examine their own hearts and sins before casting judgment. He offered the woman forgiveness and a chance to start anew, free from condemnation. I realized that grace was not something to be earned through good deeds or religious rituals; it was a gift bestowed out of pure love and mercy. No matter how far we may have strayed or how many mistakes we had made, grace was always available to lead us back into the embrace of the divine. Through the journey of grace, I found solace in the assurance that I was loved and accepted just as I was. It was a profound revelation that I didn't need to be perfect or have all the answers to be worthy of God's love. Grace offered me the freedom to be authentic, to acknowledge my weaknesses and vulnerabilities, and to find strength in my imperfections. I also learned that grace was a transformative force, guiding me towards growth and spiritual evolution. It was not a license to continue in wrongdoing, but rather an invitation to embrace the path of righteousness and love. As I encountered grace in my own life, I found myself extending it to others as well. I learned to see the inherent goodness in all beings, even in those I might have once judged or condemned. Grace opened my heart to compassion and empathy, allowing me to see the humanity in others and to offer understanding instead of criticism. The journey of grace was not without its challenges. There were moments when I struggled to accept grace, feeling unworthy of such a gift. But through the teachings of Jesus and the support of my newfound Christian community, I learned to surrender to the boundless love of God and to embrace grace with humility and gratitude. In moments of doubt or despair, I would remind myself of the story of the prodigal son. Like the son who squandered his inheritance and returned home with a contrite heart, I, too, could find my way back to the embrace of grace. It was a journey of transformation and renewal, guided by the unconditional love of a compassionate Creator. Grace became the foundation of my faith, the lens through which I viewed the world, and the source of hope that sustained me in times of adversity. It was a reminder that no matter how dark the night might seem, the dawn of grace was always waiting to break through. And so, my dear friend, as I share with you the journey of grace, I invite you to open your heart to this transformative gift. Embrace the unconditional love and mercy that grace offers, and let it guide you on your own journey of faith and self-discovery. May grace be the compass that leads you towards healing, compassion, and a profound connection with the divine. As you walk the path of grace, may you experience the boundless love that surrounds you, and may it empower you to extend grace to others, creating a world of acceptance, forgiveness, and transformation. Chapter 10: The Epiphany. In the midst of my journey of exploration and transformation, I experienced a profound moment of clarity and revelation, an epiphany that would forever change the course of my life. It was a quiet evening, and I found myself seeking solace in prayer and meditation. As I closed my eyes and opened my heart to the divine, a sense of peace washed over me, and I felt a deep connection to something greater than myself. In that moment, it was as if the pieces of the puzzle were coming together, and I could see the threads that wove through every aspect of my journey. I realized that my curiosity about different religions had been a search for a deeper understanding of truth and meaning in life. Christianity had captured my heart because it spoke of love, compassion, and the transformative power of grace. The epiphany I experienced was the recognition that my journey was not just about intellectual exploration, it was a spiritual quest for connection and purpose. I understood that my path had led me to Christianity not by chance but by divine guidance. In the pages of the Bible, I found not just a religious text but a sacred journey of humanity, a tapestry of stories, teachings, and wisdom that spoke to the depths of the human soul. The Bible became a source of inspiration, comfort, and guidance, offering me a profound sense of belonging and purpose. Through my encounters with the teachings of Jesus, the parables of hope, the trials and triumphs of faith, the power of forgiveness, and the journey of grace, I had experienced a transformation that went beyond mere intellectual understanding. It was a transformation of the heart, a deepening of compassion, love, and a yearning to be of service to others. The epiphany also brought with it a sense of surrender, a surrender to the divine plan and a willingness to let go of my own ego and desires. I realized that my quest for understanding was not about acquiring knowledge to impress others but about seeking a personal connection with the divine and aligning my life with its purpose. With this newfound clarity, I embraced my journey of faith with joy and gratitude. I found joy in the simplicity of worship, in the power of prayer, and in the beauty of being part of a community that shared a common spiritual bond. My understanding of Christianity went beyond dogma and rituals, it became a way of living and being in the world. I saw the teachings of Jesus not as rules to follow but as an invitation to live a life of love, compassion, and service. The epiphany also deepened my sense of interconnectedness with all of humanity. I recognized that the same divine presence that guided me on my journey was also within every soul I encountered. It was a realization that we were all connected by a universal thread of love and oneness. As I look back on my journey, I am filled with awe and gratitude for the unfolding of events that led me to this moment of epiphany. I see the hand of divine guidance in every step, leading me closer to a deeper understanding of truth and faith. And so, my dear friend, as I share with you this moment of epiphany, I invite you to reflect on your own journey of exploration and transformation. May you be open to moments of clarity and revelation that lead you to a deeper understanding of your purpose and connection with the divine. Embrace the wisdom and teachings that resonate with your heart, and let them guide you on your own spiritual journey. May you experience the transformative power of faith, love, and grace, and may your life be a living testament to the profound beauty and meaning that lies at the heart of Christianity. Epilogue: The Light of Faith. As I look back on my transformative journey of exploring Christianity, I am filled with gratitude for the light of faith that has illuminated my path. It was a journey that began with curiosity and a quest for understanding but blossomed into a profound spiritual awakening. The light of faith guided me through the pages of the Bible, revealing timeless wisdom and truth that resonated with my soul. It led me to encounter the teachings of Jesus, teachings that spoke of love, compassion, forgiveness, and the transformative power of grace. Through the stories of hope and triumph, the trials and challenges, the power of forgiveness, and the journey of grace, I found my heart opening to a deeper connection with the divine. I experienced the power of forgiveness, both in offering it to others and in receiving it for myself. I discovered the transformative force of grace, which bestowed upon me an unmerited gift of love and acceptance. The light of faith also led me to a community of kind-hearted Christians who welcomed me with open arms, offering me a sense of belonging and support on my spiritual journey. Through their compassion and acceptance, I learned the true meaning of Christian love in action. In the moments of epiphany, I experienced a profound clarity and revelation, recognizing that my journey was divinely guided and that my quest for understanding was part of a greater spiritual purpose. I surrendered to the call of the divine, embracing the path of love, compassion, and service. The light of faith became a guiding beacon, leading me through moments of doubt and uncertainty. It provided strength and courage to face life's challenges with resilience and hope. It offered solace in times of sorrow and a source of inspiration to live a life of meaning and purpose. My journey of faith was not one of blind adherence to religious dogma, it was a journey of discovery and personal transformation. It was a path of seeking truth and understanding, guided by the light of faith that shone brightly within my heart. As I conclude this narrative of my journey, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the divine presence that has walked with me every step of the way. I am humbled by the infinite love and compassion that have been extended to me, and I am inspired to share that love and compassion with others. May the light of faith continue to shine brightly in my heart and in the hearts of all who seek truth, meaning, and purpose in their lives. May it be a beacon of hope and a source of strength as we navigate the complexities of existence. And may the transformative power of faith lead us towards a world of love, unity, and peace. May this story serve as an invitation to all who read it, an invitation to embark on their own journey of exploration, understanding, and faith. May the light of faith guide you on your unique path and lead you to a deeper connection with the divine. And so, my dear friend, as we come to the end of this narrative, I offer you my gratitude for being a part of this journey. May the light of faith illuminate your life, and may you find peace, joy, and fulfillment as you continue to explore the profound teachings of Christianity and the spiritual mysteries that lie beyond. May the light of faith guide you always. Amen.